Hello. So I have made this setup just to show the operation of this gateway switch device. Okay. So here is the relay. It's 25 amp relay. So the upper side is high voltage side. So be careful not to touch that. The lower side is signal side. Okay. And I'm running this on a battery. Okay, and you can also power it from the USB port, so you can use a simple mobile charger and use it. So now this is the main switch here. Okay, it is currently in the USB side, so I am pushing it to the battery side. Okay, so this is how the device turns on, and it shows some message. You can know the Wi-Fi status by looking at this display, but this is not mandatory. The device will run the same way even without this. I have added this just to just so that for the first time POC you know what's happening inside. So it is now trying to connect to the TP-Link, the router. Okay, the router is not yet it's a hotspot from my mobile phone. It is not yet on, so it will keep trying to connect. And also from this blue light blink, you know the situation is like that. So connection failed. It tries for 30 seconds, then wait for 5 seconds. So this is the sleep time. You can set it. You can make it 5 seconds, 10 seconds, even more than that. Okay, so this is it. So two indications, one is from here, but this will not be there in the final module. So the main indication is this blink going on means the it is not able to find the hotspot. Now let me turn on the TP-Link hotspot, okay, from my mobile phone. So I have now started the hotspot. Let us see what happens now. So Wi-Fi, okay, it has connected to TP-Link. Okay, and now the data is sent. So now what I will do, let me use my browser. Let me focus on the mobile phone. Okay, and turn on the light. Okay, so pin 12 is currently 0. I will set it to 1. Go. Okay, and also I can turn on the dashboard. Is 3 voice things portal bucket 3, right? Let me log in. So it takes some 10-15 seconds to turn on, really. Okay, so till that time let me log in here. See, the light has turned on, and we will now just update the status feed here. Okay, let me refresh. So it is now down. It should go up after it refresh. Okay, so this is the status feed. The light is now on, and if I go below, so the last instruction is to turn on. So this is the instruction. Okay, I can see what is the time for the last instruction. This is a GMT time. Okay, so now a few more things. So let me now turn off the light. Okay, now I will show you how to configure this thing, right? Because we need to also configure like how to set up your SSID and password. That is what I want to show you first, and then we'll see how to do FOTA, firmware update over the air. Okay, so now I have set it to 0. Okay, so the light will turn off, and once the light turns off, what we will do, we will look at the how to do the configuration, how to feed the SSID and password. Okay, so now we are back. Light is turned off. Now let me show you this how to do the these things configuration. Okay, so the configuration switch, you can see a switch here. Okay, let me show you. So this switch is here. So this is the mode button. So to put the device into configuration, what you need to do, you need to keep this pressed. Okay, keep this button pressed, and this is the reset button. Just press it once. Okay, and then release this button. So your device will go into config mode, and it will show up here. So you are now into config mode. It is not running normally. So in config mode, this device runs as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So what you need to do to connect to the device, you go and I turn off my hotspot. Now I am trying to connect to the device. So device is now my hotspot. So the device name is device. Okay, and the password is 12345678. So I am now connected to the device. Now go to your browser and type 192.168.4.1. okay, and go. So here you can see three options: SSID, okay, password, and current sleep time. Sleep time means if it fails to connect to the Wi-Fi, how long it should wait before it tries again. Okay, keep it 5, 4, 10, anything, but keep at least 1 second, okay, not 0. So you can put any of your SSID, okay, and submit. So once you submit, so you need to submit each of the fields separately, okay. There is no master submit. So let me change the this sleep time to 10 seconds, okay, and I submit it. So once you submit it, there will be a confirmation that this is now this configuration is set now. Okay, you can see. So get request sent to ESP, input field sleep time value with 10. Okay, now you can go back to return to home page, and you can so these are the three options, and as we progress we can have more fields here. So this is how you need to update your SSID and password for the device, okay, and sleep time. Now we will have a third mode, which is over the air update mode, because say after the POC we think like we want to change something, like we want to change the blink pattern, or we want to use some different GPIO, or I don't want this config, I need to write configuration, so I need to give a updated firmware. So what we will do, we will send you a binary file .bin, okay. You need to just update this on this. So it is better to use a laptop. So how to go into OTA mode is like this: you again press the mode button and reset the board, and keep the button pressed till 3 seconds, okay, till the time you see this blink. So you go into upgrade mode. So once you are into upgrade mode, you need to connect to the devices, again the router. So you need to again connect to the device, okay. So let me switch it on. So I am connected to device. This time you need to go to this 192.168 and slash, okay, update and go. So it will give you this thing, okay. So you need to select this firmware and then choose file. So I send you the .bin file. You need to save it somewhere in your drive. You can do it on laptop, on mobile, any. So and you choose the file, you choose that .bin file, and then you say okay, or maybe there is no okay, just you choose the file and started uploading the firmware. Once the firmware is upgraded, the device automatically start running, okay, with upgraded firmware. So this is how this thing. So normal run, then config, then OTA. So these are the things that you can do with this device. So thank you very much. Bye.